Rightio, stage 4. This one is a really long stage. You go a long way south and a long way up. It's a 13.56k stage, so the second longest we've ever done. It's quite close to it, but it's quite a high speed stage. So in terms of the amount of time you actually spend on the stage, isn't as bad as you might think. It's a good couple of minutes quicker than the only stage that was longer than it. Whereas, being only half a k shorter, you'd expect it to be a similar sort of time frame, but no. So uh, one thing to keep in mind with this stage as a crew is this is going to be a stage where you just want to get through it. Don't spend too much time pushing and trying to find every little tenth. Just get through with a clean run without crashing, and it'll set yourself up well. We saw this a lot with stage 4 in Rally Libor. Lots of guys went hard on stage 4 when they really probably just needed to settle in, maintain their position, and push on the power stage. There's lots of areas on this stage that you can fuck yourself up prematurely, I suppose is the way to do it. Where if you just dial it back that 5, maybe 10%, you'll have a much better, a much cleaner run, and you'll actually carry more speed. So, kicking off, we've got a really, really fast stretch along here as we head towards the next town. So, basically, you just want to keep it mid over this little crest here. You want to keep it straight line through the dip, power on, no worries here. As we get towards these rocks, I recommend lifting and just following the road as best you can. It then goes right over this crest here, and you just want to try follow that line. Left around the hay bale, straight line it again, and then left around this hay bale into a couple of really big little dips that'll unsettle the car. Wash a little bit of speed off as you come over this one, so you don't hit the hay bale or the car. Get right, don't cut through there. It's a really bad little bump through that little ravine. Through this little nice stone wall line here. Quick flick, braking obviously as we come into the right. Get the car right, head left again, and you can take that line there. It's beauty, and you can take a lot of speed through here. Probably not shifted the whole way though. We then open up into a bit more of an open right, into an open left around the rocks, a bit tighter. Whoop, whoop. Ah, come on. Yeah, so that's one of the fun risks. So I'll just put myself back on my wheels here. And here we are. So again, sorry, left around the corner here. You haven't got anywhere near as much body roll in the rally car, thank fuck. Nice little right. I really like this corner actually. It's a right, keep it in, tuck in towards the hay bale. And then we got left here, so we got the right hand hay bale marking the outside, left hand bale marking your left hander here. So I personally would recommend just keeping this straight. Don't cut it too much, it's not any better with it. And then power back on the far side. Cut here over the hay bale. Got a second hay bale marking the inside here with the rocks, so just keep yourself in as much as you can. And then right over the crest, keep in towards the hay bale again, and you can pretty much straight line this little stretch here as best you can. Big jump here out of nowhere. Angle the car where you want it to be and land. You can see there the off-road landed a fair way in there, and I broke for that. So in the rally car you need to brake. Don't launch yourself too far, it'll hurt. Awkward left into an awkward right. Coming to checkpoint 1, start turning before the checkpoint. That tree on the inside is almost a bit of a marker for you. It's an awesome corner when you get it right. Quick little left, head down the side of town here. Now with this one here, get your car left, get your car braking. Use the hay bale on the inside and aim in, but keep in mind, you saw there, look at how close I landed towards the outside after that crest. It'll unsettle you and you'll land in these awkward, terrible concrete things. Keep that in mind. Don't want to hit it. Same for anything in this little town section. It's a real awkward, tight little town, so just be careful. Don't take too much speed or you'll hit things like these on the outside. Again, tight left here. Bit more room on the outside this time at least. Into this tight one. Don't cut into this really tight, narrow section through the market itself. Okay, just be careful. Get yourself through. Take it steady. Cut through the right there up towards the bale. Right into a tighter right here. Onto this narrow little back section here. Obviously you don't want to clip any buildings, so keep it steady. And then this one here, right, don't cut too much or you'll flip the car like that in the rally car, no shit. Quick little left chicane, just flick it between the buildings, no worries there. Don't have to be accelerating, it's only a short little straight. Right here, small cut, but not too much, watch the wall. And again, left here, small little bump. So we come up into another little tight left. Plenty of room on the outside there, but there is a couple bumps. So try keep it tight. Then awkward light on. Off camber, sort of right here. Left flick at the wall here, follow the bale around. Use the right bail here for the dip through the creek. Just be note, there's a rock on the middle there. Ooh, and there's a perfect demonstration of careful of the dip. Get right again for the next one. There's plenty of that on this stage. There's lots of corners you can fuck yourself on the first half, and then you got no hope by the time you get to the second. Tight right here. It's tricky through this little creek. Again, another right as we come through. Rocks on inside, small rock on inside here. This one's tricky. You can cut right across here. So right of the power lines. Make that your cool to your driver. Up across the top here. It comes into a left. This comes up really quickly in the rally car. It looks so much nicer from the off-road. It's not. It's mean terrain. Coming down the hill. We then want to take a right. Keep right of the two poles here. Now this one's a bit awkward. Get your braking done a little bit earlier because you got this awkward dip crest thing through the corner. Not too bad in this car. A bit more noticeable in the rally car. Flat over the crest through the oil refinery. Really fast through here. Left over this crest here. Right over this crest here. Now you pretty much straight line yourself through this section here. Set yourself up for the FNF banner. Braking a little bit as we come across the crest just so you can settle the car. Left again, back up here. You notice pretty open. As long as you keep close to the road, you're going to be alright. Coming up here, we have the hay bale marker. Aim straight line for the right. Left over the crest. Pardon me. And then right through the rocks. You got the hay bale on the outside, then the inside. Cut as tight as you can. Keep the speed up through here is a tricky one. As we come onto this stretch here, through checkpoint 2. We're only through checkpoint 2. Gives you a bit of an idea now. Real fast section here. Keep it flat through this left. Come across the crest to the right. Now this one's a bit of a lift. I'd lift off about here, and then aim in towards the center here, and flat back across. And as long as you do that, you'll be fine. But there's lots of stuff to hit over that crest if you're not careful. We then narrow it quite tight down into here. So just be careful with your braking and not to slide too much into your barriers. Real tight one through the center of town. Flat back on the gas as we come out the other side. You pretty much aim yourself between these buildings and keep it flat if you're good. Obviously just keep the car settled. If you start sliding, lift off, brake, and get yourself sorted. Big cut here on the left. Through the right. Left around the dark rock. Braking as we come into a tight right here. Watch the camber on the outside. You can get yourself into trouble there really easily. Long left here as we come up towards the crest. You can see from the power lines this cuts left over this crest. So just make sure you keep that turn happening as you come over. And again through here. Lots of little jumps, a bit like we saw on the last stage. In a fast stretch here. So, right, watch the power lines. Use them as your driver's reference. They always sit to the right hand side of the road through this little section here. Next one up, we want to get right by the power lines and then left by the hay bale. You can see where that's going. Again, double bounce here that'll really upset the car. But keeping your power on. Use the lines as your reference. So then we dip left through this little one here. Now, up till here, you get that confidence going. You see this next crash, you go, yeah, this will be easy. I guarantee you. Big lift or maybe even a bit of braking as we come over and settle the car down. Get the power back on once you're to the crest. Back through here. Bumps through this little dip through the town. It's a bit awkward, but you can do it in the rally car. Now, lift here and a little bit of brake as we come towards the crest. Aim left here so you're taking off the road. Aim to the left of the rock. Power back on to the right. Keep the power in as we guarantee over here. We've then got a blind crest. Keep the car pretty much straight over the far side of it. Coming in towards checkpoint 3 gate. I brake just before the checkpoint 3 gate. Then you come through your dip. Once you see that hay bale in the bottom, you can turn and get the car happening. Onto this little slippery gravel section. Awkward right as we come over here. Wash your speed off. Get the car in all the way to the right. And then back on. Watch that wall on the outside. We've then got another really awesome little fast section through here. So keep it nice and quick. Obviously awkward. There's not a lot of grip on this gravel stuff. Keep the car in as we come in through here. Might need a lift. Then we've got this really cool little chicane here. It looks weird, but feels really cool when you get it right. Fast onto the gravel. Now, aim to keep the braking to the left here. And then back around to the right of the hay bale here. Onto this little straight stretch. It's an awkward spot here, so mind the dip under your braking. Get the car left across the top here. Again, keep your eye on the hay bales there. It's awkward. And get the car back right again for a quick sprint here. It's all about speed management this stage. Don't take so much that you'll lose the car over the crests and through the corners. If you start sliding, you're in trouble. So you just want to keep it managed and then sprint yourself fast along these little sections here. Quick little bit of braking as you come towards this crest through this chicane here. Power back on again as we come across this little section here. Again, through the bumps, through the kinks. Get these awkward little bits. If you get on the car on those left, they'll flip the car. To the right, braking tight, little acute left here. Now coming towards the end of the stage, so you're going to be a bit tired by this point, but keep your eye on it, keep your speed in it. Small little faint left, again twice through here. Use this hay bale here as your reference as you come into it. Tight little left, tight little right. Power back on, power back on. Now this one's deceptive. Keep the car left, then square it right, like so. This left one is tighter, but it's not till after the hay bale there. You'll see what I mean. Quick right into a flick left. Again, try keep the power on through that second corner to get your speed up out the other side. If you can do that, you're winning. Again, tight little right here. Now this one's tricky. See those trees? It's after the trees. Over the crest, braking. Handbrake, nice around the trees there, beautiful. We're trying to make the stage end before we bleed out here, but not long to go. We then got a little bus stop chicane around this compound. So left, we take the right around here, loops back in and around, and then left here, marked by the trees. You can see it nice and easily. Tight, get the power in. Now it's fast through here, get that throttle flat. Now this chicane's awkward. Cut this right bit, ride that bump, ride the second bump. It's terrifying, but you can do it. Try hold it flat. Through the finish. Cut left across the bale. Keep your foot in it, keep your foot in it, keep your foot in it. Stage 4's done. Hopefully you haven't bled out like I have. Have a quick chat to your officials. And now, as usual, when you're done here, there is a top 10 club at the end. Obviously you want to get your car serviced, sorted and ready to go. And then you're going to head around to either the top 10 club or just wait off to the side outside the top 10 club when you're ready. So if you know you're probably a good shot in the top 10, jump straight into the top 10 box, no worries. We'll tell you if you're not welcome there if someone pips you. If you're not, just get straight to the front of the line and we'll have you ready to go. So just to drive up here to show you. It's not far away from the stage end here. So top 10 club, jump straight in there if you know you're in the top 10 and contending. If you're not, jump all the way up here, get ready to go and be ready for stage 5.